Caecilius, a sorcerer, enters an old, Gothic-style library and takes some pages from a chained book. His minions then use bands of energy to restrain the librarian/guardian, whom Caecilius kills with 2 large knives, before escaping with several followers. The Ancient One, the owner of the book, chases after him but is unable to catch him as Caecilius uses his magic to manipulate the streets and buildings of the city in order to escape. Despite being a skilled magical fighter, the Ancient One is unable to stop Caecilius from getting away. Dr. Stephen Strange, a renowned surgeon in New York City, confidently performs a delicate brain surgery at Metro General Hospital. After the surgery, his ex-girlfriend, Dr. Christine Palmer, shows him an X-ray of a patient with a bullet in his brain, but Strange initially dismisses the case as hopeless. However, after further discussion with Christine, he realizes that the patient is comatose due to poison in the bullet affecting his medulla oblongata. Strange decides to try and save the patient's life and successfully removes the bullet manually, demonstrating his impressive hand control. The initial diagnosing doctor, Nicodemus West, is humiliated by Strange's ego. Later, Strange and Christine joke about their on-again, off-again relationship, and Christine declines Strange's invitation to join him for the evening. After dressing for the evening in his luxurious apartment and choosing a watch from a drawer full of high-end options, Strange speeds out of his condo in his Lamborghini Huracan and heads north. He calls an assistant to discuss his next patients, as he only wants to take on difficult, interesting cases, despite being in high demand. While distracted and driving recklessly, Strange crashes the car and it falls into the river. As the car is destroyed, his hands hit the dashboard. He is airlifted back to the hospital and Christine is there when he awakens, severely injured. His hands have been severely damaged and are immobilized in a framework of pins and wires. After undergoing further surgeries, Strange's hands remain stiff and shaky, preventing him from being able to work as a neurosurgeon. Feeling sorry for himself, Strange breaks up with Christine. He later learns about a man named Jonathan Pangborn who inexplicably recovered from half-body paralysis and sets out to find the source of Pangborn's recovery in Nepal. While wandering the streets of Kathmandu, Strange is noticed and followed, but is rescued from muggers by Karl Mordo, another sorcerer, who takes him to Kamar Taj where he meets the Ancient One. In the midst of training and learning about the mystical world, Strange is drawn into a battle against Caecilius and his followers. When Caecilius attacks the London Sanctum, Strange is thrown into the New York Sanctum, where he finds himself fighting against the Zealots. Using the gateways and the magical cloak of levitation, Strange is able to defeat 2 of the attackers, but the third one manages to stab him. Despite being seriously injured, Strange is able to escape to Christine's hospital, where she performs emergency surgery to save his life. Meanwhile, Strange's astral form continues to fight the remaining Zealot and, with Christine's help, is able to kill him. After recovering from the surgery, Strange returns to Kamar Taj, where he learns more about the threat posed by Dormammu and the importance of protecting the world from other dimensions. With the help of Mordo and the Ancient One, Strange confronts Caecilius and ultimately defeats him, sending him and his followers into the Dark Dimension. In the aftermath of the battle, Strange takes over the New York Sanctum and becomes a protector of the world alongside Mordo and Wong Artaj and goes back through the gate. When he returns, Wong explains that there are 3 sanctums, located in London, New York, and Hong Kong, where the group watches over the world. He also tells Strange more about Dormammu, an evil being bent on conquering all known worlds with Earth as his ultimate target. Strange becomes a voracious student at Kamar Taj and learns about astral projection and the time-shifting pendant known as the Eye of Agamotto. However, he is warned that using time spells can create time loops that a wielder can become stuck in forever, and also allow evil forces into their universe. Despite this, Strange uses the Eye of Agamotto to view the missing page from the forbidden book that Caecilius stole. Wong also reveals that the Eye of Agamotto contains one of the 6 Infinity Stones. Time is reset to the beginning of their confrontation. Dormammu eventually agrees to leave Earth alone in exchange for Strange ending the time loop. Strange sends Caecilius and his followers into the Dark Dimension just before it disappears. Mordo is upset with Strange for breaking the rules by using the time pendant, and he decides to retire from the group, saying that there needs to be a reckoning. Strange takes over the New York Sanctum and puts the Eye of Agamotto back in its guarded place at Kamar Taj. Wong reveals to Strange that the eye contains one of the 6 Infinity Stones. In a mid-credits scene, Strange decides to help Thor, who has brought his brother Loki to Earth to search for their father, Odin. In a post-credits scene, Mordo visits Pangborn and strips him of the magic that allows him to walk, stating that there are too many sorcerers on Earth. Pangborn collapses as Mordo walks away.